Epic battles in biblical times are captivating narratives that combine history, religion, and mythology to highlight the struggle between good and evil, divine will, and human ambition. These dramatic conflicts are more than mere tales of warfare. They are profound stories that carry metaphorical depth, depicting themes of faith, morality, and divine intervention. Such battles are often seen as epic not only for their scale, but also for their significant impact on religious and cultural beliefs. Throughout history, they have been used to teach lessons about courage, obedience, and divine justice, influencing not just theological discourse, but also literature and art. The significance of these epic battles lies in their timeless ability to communicate complex moral and ethical lessons. They serve as key narratives within religious texts, providing insights into the cultural and spiritual zeitgeist of ancient civilizations. These stories continue to be relevant as they shape and reflect the values and ideals of societies, illustrating the unending struggle between opposing forces. One notable example is the Battle of David and Goliath, a quintessential underdog story that highlights the themes of faith and divine support, showcasing how the seemingly weak can triumph against formidable foes with God's favor. Another is the Battle of Jericho, where the Israelites, guided by divine command, successfully besieged the fortified city using unconventional tactics, a narrative underscoring obedience and faith leading to miraculous victories. Opinions supporting the importance of these narratives suggest that they serve as both moral instruction and a testament to the power of faith. However, potential challenges and controversies arise from different interpretations of these texts. Skeptics may question the historical accuracy of these accounts, viewing them as allegorical rather than factual. Additionally, differing theological perspectives can lead to varied interpretations of the same event. These epic battles relate to other aspects of biblical storytelling by establishing a framework for understanding broader themes of redemption, covenant, and divine sovereignty. They influence how subsequent stories are perceived and provide context for the progression of biblical history. By exploring these epic battles, we gain a deeper appreciation for their role in shaping religious thoughts and the profound impact they continue to have on modern culture, offering valuable lessons and insights that transcend their ancient origins. Through these narratives, the ancient world comes alive, revealing the enduring power of storytelling and conveying the complexities of human experience and divine interaction. The Battle of Jericho, a significant event from biblical times, serves as a compelling example of a clash where faith and strategy coalesce dramatically. Defined by its roots in the Old Testament, this battle is described in the book of Joshua, where the Israelites, led by Joshua, aimed to capture the fortified city of Jericho. Known for its seemingly impregnable walls, Jericho's fortification presented both a physical and spiritual challenge. The city's conquest didn't rely on conventional military tactics, but rather a strategic operation dictated by divine instruction. The Israelites marched around the city for 7 days, and on the 7th day, with a final blow of trumpets and a collective shout, the walls of Jericho miraculously collapsed, allowing them to emerge victorious. The significance of this moment lies in its demonstration of faith power when combined with strategic planning. While strategic warfare typically involves tangible factors like weaponry and manpower, the Battle of Jericho expands this notion to include spiritual conviction as an integral component. This serves to emphasize the theme of epic battles by illustrating how battles can transcend mere physical engagement, posing questions about the influence of faith beyond the borders of religious discourse. In a modern context, the marriage of faith and strategy can be observed in movements led by figures like Martin Luther King Jr., whose nonviolent protests in the struggle for civil rights combine strategic planning with deep faith in justice. Another example is Mahatma Gandhi's use of nonviolent resistance to achieve Indian independence, which similarly blended moral conviction with calculated action, fundamentally altering the socio-political landscape. Supporters of this perspective argue that faith can inspire resilience and unity, essential for overcoming formidable obstacles. However, some critics suggest that an over-reliance on faith might dismiss the value of empirical data and rational tactics, potentially leading to impractical decisions. Furthermore, in religious or secular arenas, debates arise regarding whether outcomes attributed to faith diminish the recognition of human agency and strategic ingenuity. The Battle of Jericho influences the broader topic of epic battles by serving as a reminder that conflict resonates on multiple levels: physical, emotional, and spiritual. It demonstrates how belief systems can galvanize groups, impact historical outcomes, and continue to shape cultural narratives and strategic ideologies today. This intertwining of faith and strategy challenges us to reconsider how we interpret leadership, community strength, and the dynamics of conflict in both historical and contemporary settings. The tale of David and Goliath is a classic underdog story hailing from the biblical account found in the first book of Samuel. This story features young David, a shepherd boy, who triumphs over the giant warrior Goliath with just a sling and a stone. This encounter underscores the concept of overcoming seemingly impossible odds, making it a timeless symbol of courage and faith. This tale is significant in the context of epic battles because it emphasizes inner strength and strategic thinking over physical prowess, illustrating that heart and intelligence can be more potent than brute strength. The story of David and Goliath has reverberated throughout history, influencing various domains. In the world of sports, it's often evoked when smaller, less established teams defeat more dominant opponents, injecting inspiration and hope. One remarkable instance is the 1980 Miracle on Ice, when the underdog U.S. Olympic hockey team defeated the heavily favored Soviet Union. In business, startups entering the marketplace against established giants are often seen as modern-day Davids. Companies like Netflix and Uber began as small disruptors challenging industry titans, but grew to reshape their respective industries. Supporters of the David and Goliath narrative often emphasize the importance of ingenuity and pluck, suggesting that even the smallest player can make a significant impact. They argue that this story inspires individuals to pursue their goals regardless of the size of the obstacles before them, fostering innovation and resilience. However, the narrative is not without its challenges and controversies. Critics argue that the tale oversimplifies complex battles and scenarios, reducing them to moral victories rather than acknowledging the nuances of strategic planning and contextual factors. Additionally, some question whether the romanticization of the underdog can lead individuals to underestimate the challenges they face, fostering idealism over practicality. In the broader context of epic battles, the David and Goliath story connects deeply with the theme of divine intervention and destiny. Many epic conflicts hinge on the belief that higher powers can influence the outcome of battles. This story also impacts the exploration of human resourcefulness in overcoming adversities, a common thread in many legendary conflicts. By examining David and Goliath, we gain insights into how personal faith and strategic innovation can alter the course of history, enriching our understanding of epic battles that go beyond mere physical clashes to encompass the spirit and intellect. The conflict of Armageddon, often depicted as the ultimate battle between good and evil, holds a prominent place in both religious symbolism and discussions of apocalyptic conflicts. In the book of Revelation, Armageddon represents a climactic confrontation where divine forces oppose the malevolent powers of the world. This concept is deeply embedded in Christian eschatology, symbolizing not just a literal battlefield, but also the spiritual struggles faced by humanity. In the broader context of epic battles from biblical times, Armageddon serves as a cultural touchstone, illustrating the timeless human preoccupation with the end times and the moral dichotomies that accompany such scenarios. The significance of Armageddon in the realm of epic battles cannot be understated. It epitomizes the dramatization of cosmic warfare present in many religious traditions. Armageddon resonates beyond its scriptural origins, impacting literature, film, and popular culture by offering a framework for exploring themes of redemption, judgment, and the ultimate triumph of good over evil. An example of Armageddon's real-world conceptualization is the prevailing usage of the term in geopolitical discourse. References to an Armageddon scenario often describe the potential for nuclear war, reflecting a contemporary understanding of devastation and renewal akin to biblical descriptions. Another manifestation is in environmental discussions, where environmental Armageddon is invoked to emphasize the dire consequences of human actions upon the earth, stressing the immediate need for reconciliation with nature. Supporters of the symbolic interpretation of Armageddon argue that it encourages moral introspection and societal awareness. They posit that viewing Armageddon not solely as a prediction of the future, but as a lens to evaluate current ethical and spiritual struggles can catalyze significant positive change. Conversely, there are challenges and controversies associated with the literal interpretation of Armageddon. Critics often argue that overemphasis on apocalyptic outcomes fosters fatalism, discouraging productive effort to avert crises. Some theological perspectives debate the eschatological significance of Armageddon, suggesting variant interpretations or outright metaphorical understandings. The concept of Armageddon influences our comprehension of epic biblical battles by underscoring the dual themes of destruction and hope. This duality weaves through other biblical narratives, illustrating the complex interplay between divine will and human agency. In examining such conflicts, Armageddon serves as a powerful metaphorical device that urges contemplation of one's role in broader cosmic events, solidifying its place as a pivotal topic in the exploration of dramatic biblical conflicts.